Hello and welcome back to the Cartoonist Studio, or Diary of a Cartoonist. This week, I'm sorry I couldn't do a cartoon last week. It's just been extraordinarily busy, as usual, but that's a good thing. This week, I'm going to be doing an editorial cartoon. I'll explain a bit more about that as the video goes along. But the first thing I do whenever I do anything like that is I rough it out on a piece of paper. It should be playing somewhere on the screen now. Just a rough layout idea about what it is I want to do. That can change as the cartoon goes along, but I stick fairly rigidly to it, but you'll find out how it changes as the video progresses. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Without further ado, oh yes, like, subscribe, ding, notification bells, ding dong ding, all that kind of stuff. You know, the things that proper YouTubers say, not here, not the rubbish you get here. Oh no. So if you can do that, I'll be eternally grateful. YouTube will get very excited, and everyone basically has a good weekend. So as we ease our way into the weekend, let's go and draw a cartoon, shall we? Yes, let's do that. Hello and welcome back to the Cartoonist Studio, or Diary of a Cartoonist, or whatever we want to call this thing that we have. Right, today, I know last week I said I was going to do a single panel, but I'm not. I'm doing an editorial cartoon again. I've done a few of those in the past, and there'll be a whole playlist of them, and this will be another one to join it. Now, when I say political, I'm not getting overtly political. I'm just making a statement, but I was driving along the road last week, heading off to see my uncle and aunt, and I saw a flattened hedgehog on the side of the road. I don't know whether it makes me odd or weird, but I came up with a joke. Something occurred to me. An environmental cartoon. I'm not saying that I'm a strong environmentalist. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not getting involved in the argument. This is a place of fun here, not a place of argument. But a cartoon occurred to me. There are a lot of environmentalists out there, and of course they want their point made, and this cartoon might work for them. And so they can go to my cartoon stock website and they can lease it, I think it is. Do you rent it, lease it? I don't know. You pay a smaller fee than you would if it was in a national newspaper, let's put it that way. So yeah, so this cartoon came into my mind. And like I said, it was meant to be just a gag cartoon today. And I lied. Why'd you ever listen to me? I wouldn't listen to me. I pay no attention to me at all. Makes no sense. Right, so this... Well, one of these little hedgehog characters is wandering across the road, ranting and raving he is in his little hedgehog language. And he's saying, I mean, I can't sort of, yeah, say this ban all petrol cars, shall we? Ban all petrol cars. I know that they also run on diesel, but the sign would just look ridiculous in the end. So we'll just stick with petrol now. And you all know what I mean. Right, so there's a bit of road. Now, it's important that the other one, his mate, who is following up the rear, as they say. Well, that's not right, is it? That sounds a little bit suspect. A little bit suspect, to say the least. He's following on behind. God, this is a family channel. Keep it clean, Dixon. Bloody hell, what's the matter with you? Disgusting little man. Sorry, Colonel. Well, it's awful, terrible days of the war and all that. Yeah, right, so the second one, here he comes. He's ranting and raving as well. He's not happy. Well, actually, that was a mistake there, but I quite like that. I will give him a slight arched eyebrow. Oh, I like that. I'll tell you what, I'm coming here again. You can learn some stuff here, you know. Not the stuff you need, but you'll learn some stuff. Right, there we go. So a little bit of grassy verge there as he's heading across the road to join his mate. It's that joke I remember as a kid. Why did the hedgehog cross the road? To see his flatmate. Isn't that terrible? Save, and I put down the environment last time. I think it's just too long a word. So let's save the planet, shall we? It's old Gretta Thunberg. Make her happy, so she won't be crying her eyes out and saying that we've ruined her future. She has no future. Bless her. And there's another little hedgehog. Strengthen little body around there. You see, now I've made him into, get myself a piece of paper. Normally I'd sort of do little head shape and another little shape there and build it up like that. But you know what, they're more sort of rectangles, like a bent rectangle, aren't they? So that's what I worked off this time. And then do the mouth and the eyes and stuff, and there you go. So there you go. It's a quick tutorial. I hope you learned a great deal from that. I did. If you give them belly buttons, just give them belly buttons. And we'll do a little bit here, the lines in the middle of the road. So I might even turn this bit very, very, well, black maybe even, or very, very dark grey. Put some stones here, as I usually stones at the side of the road. Maybe even a few little flowers. Right. And I will strengthen, I'll give the road a line, I think, rather than just, yes, the road will have a line with a few pebbles on. Pebbles strategically placed so when you blast into them, you can smash someone's windscreen to pieces. Right. And if that's just happened to you recently, I'm sorry, I shouldn't joke about it. It's not nice, I know. And then what normally happens to them when they go on the road, hedgehogs go on the road, because they don't, do you have hedgehogs anywhere else in the world? I talk mainly to my largest audience, I think, is America, followed by the UK, believe it or not. So if there's anywhere else in the world who's not paying attention, snap out of it. Sign up. Subscribe and all kinds of things like that. Yeah, so do you have hedgehogs in America? You probably call them sort of like something like, I don't know, bush pigs or something, don't you? Names are always changed from the original English into, I suppose, now the original American. Splat! A nice little bit of cartoon writing there. Should I do a tutorial on that one day? I may do it on my TikTok channel. That's growing, you know. They're shorter versions about what I'm up to. So I guess I could do a tutorial on cartoon lettering. It's a dying art. Now you've got all the free fonts that you can get on the Tinternet. But I still do it that way. I like it that way. Oh dear, so now we're going to have a very upset looking hedgehog or bush pig, or what do you call it? Write it down in the comments below, down there somewhere. And whilst you're down there, like and subscribe. And hit the notification bell. And do anything else whilst you're down there, I don't care. So we're showing a certain amount of surprise, so maybe give him a little bit of a squiggle around there. And he's kind of lost a little bit, so hands slightly at an angle, because the sign's going to be slightly at an angle. Okay. We all okay with that? And then we'll put the road in here as normal. And now he's a little bit flat now. See, he's going to see his flatmate. I did that twice, didn't I? I'm sorry if you've just lost a hedgehog. I know how painful it could be. A little bit of perspective here. Not much, just a little bit. And a good way to show, turn him around a bit actually, so we can see a little bit better what we're doing. You can also do the gentle way to signify death within cartoons, because it's never a nice thing to do, but if you've got a face and you've got a nose, and you know, we do that with the eyes. And I've always shied away from that. Not death, but the eyes bit. And I just, in this case, just leave them wide open. Or just closed, gently closed. And the car's come along, and it's flattened him. So we'll have some dust like this, just to prove that the car's gone by. I don't know why that works, it just does. I'll bring that down a little bit more over there. And we're having a bit of a mess around here, aren't we? Should we clean it all up, children? Should we start again? Yes, damn well do that again, Dixon. We'll make an absolute pig's ear out of the whole dash thing. Sorry, Colonel, once again. Even like on here, he's quite sort of, his spikes are very sort of blah, blah, but here they're sort of like a little bit, even the spikes are a bit despondent. It shows sort of shock and yeah, disbelief almost. Let's clean that foot up a little bit. Yeah. If you can hear more noises, guess what? It's the private school up there at the back there again. And I don't know what they're doing. They've got like rugby balls and they're bouncing them like footballs. Now, once again, for those of you who aren't from the UK, a rugby ball is like an American football ball. It's like an odd-shaped egg thing. And you try bouncing one of those in the ground, it tends to go where it damn well feels like. And they're all over there looking, bouncing the balls. Oh, Johnny, good job, Mondley. It bounced the wrong way, you know. I know, does it every time, you know. Every time. I bites the thing and it's all over the shot. I don't know what I'm doing. But my parents paid an awful lot of money for me to learn. Right. So there's his sign. So save the planet. Okay. And there's his rather flatty mate. And I think we'll have his sign here as well. Or a bit of it. Just coming off. Or maybe, actually no, we'll have it broken. We'll have it broken. Dash it all. Let's just do what I want. Let's just invent this thing on the hoof, shall we? Let's do that. Now, he's having a think now, you see. He's not going down the same road, quite literally. So we'll have him back on, or so back view, shall we say, with a little pen, and we'll do a little marky thing like that. I know what I did last week with my, well, last time, sorry, with my YouTube channel. I was teaching all about action, wasn't I? You remember that? Yes. Were you paying attention? Because I will ask questions. So he was, yeah, he was. I was doing all the action, but there was no squiggly lines or parentheses. But for this one, we will. Why? Because it's my channel. I just will do what I want, what I like. There's his sign. So he's obviously doing something to his sign. We'll make sure that we got a little bit of grass here so we know he's not on the road. He's not straying onto the road. He's not that stupid. He saw what happened to his mate. I think we'll have to put a little nose there, I think. Yeah. And we'll just do as, because you don't want to see what his writing is. It's the big reveal. See, cartoon strip, just like any story. Setup, conflict, resolution. No matter how big a story is, a few pages long, a few panels long. It's always the same. Setup, conflict, resolution. And I didn't do this on the rough, but we'll just do. Once again, I could write this on the computer. I'm not going to. There's something to be said for old school. And I came from a very old school. I've been around there for years before I got there and broke it. Or did I just break the teachers? I don't know. But they had to send out for some new ones when I left. Right, there's that. And now, dun dun dun, here comes the punchy line. I like silent cartoons. I like silent films, but I like silent cartoons. One where you've got to work at it. I don't make it easy for you. Have you had fun? Have you enjoyed this little video? Have I been silly enough? I hope so. Now I know that I've made the sign a little bit bigger, but this is the cartoon world, you see. Did Roger Rabbit teach you nothing? Anything can happen in the cartoon world, and it generally does. It has to be slightly bigger because there's more of a message to go on there, and we'll get to the message in a minute. And he had a slight raise of his eyebrow, didn't he? This character. Because even like hedgehogs, it makes a slight difference. Like with humans, you can stick moustaches on them and glasses and different hairstyles and things. But this one made it slightly different with his eyes. They're little personalities, just like everyone else. Bob Ross would say that, wouldn't he? Little personality. What's he doing in your world? What's he doing? Is he doing that? Oh my God, tell him to clean it up. He'd never say that. Not Bob Ross. The road's going to be a little bit longer than this one. Because I'll have his foot up a little bit higher. Do you know why I'm doing that? Well, I'm glad you asked, I'll tell you. I'm doing that because it makes it look a little bit more forceful. You know, he's forcing a point. So his foot's gone up a little bit higher. And his little pins and needles are up in the air as well. He's dominant again. We'll get to the punchy line in a minute. And we'll have a little bit of grass over the side, so he's almost safe. Don't worry, you can all sleep well in your beds tonight. You can go to sleep thinking, oh, thank God the hedgehog made it. Or did he? Ho, ho, ho. He did. I can tell you now, he did. Or is it a she? Oh, a double? Ho, ho, ho. We don't know these things, do we? Right, well, we're almost at the end of the cartoon there, because we'll do the speedy up bit afterwards. And that's where you'll all go and make a cup of tea and disappear off somewhere. But do please like and subscribe if you like this kind of idiotic content. And like I say, if you do, I seriously worry for your sanity. But it's good to have you along here anyway. It's actually, in fact, it's great to have you along here. I thoroughly enjoy every second of it. So please keep coming back for more. I am still trying to bring it out to weekly, but you'll definitely always get a video off me every fortnight. And if you don't, there'll be a damn good reason for it. And I will sort of like explain what that was if it goes wrong. So yeah, please keep coming back and like and subscribe, and also pass the details onto your social medias. Some of you did that last time and the time before, and people started to subscribe. The subscription figures started to go up. So it obviously does work. And more people like and subscribe, then YouTube puts it on its algorithms. We discussed these, haven't we? Yeah, they put it on there, and it gets more people get to see it, so then it grows organically. And if it's organic, Gretta Thunberg likes that as well. See, she likes that, so it won't be destroying her world quite so much. So it's a double helping then of goody things. Right. Oh, better put in the thingamajig, shouldn't I? I don't know whether that's the correct spelling of it, and I'm going to check afterwards, but cause I do struggle a bit with that. Like all cartoonists, we are terrible spellers, but I'm dyslexic, so that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Right. There we go. That all that there is a finished thing. So I'm going to ink this up now, and I will colour it, and I shall send it to my cartoon stock website, where it can be purchased or rented or used for any purpose that you want. If you want to send a birthday card to Gretta Thunberg, she'll laugh at this, you know. She will. She'll giggle her little head off. Okay then, once again, thank you very, very, very much for coming along and listening to my inane ramblings. I've thoroughly enjoyed it once again, probably far too much. And I hope to see you on the next one. I don't know what it's going to be about. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably decide 5 minutes before I start saying cameras roll, action, and everyone panic. But until that point, thank you once again. And I will see you either in a week or a fortnight. But until then, have a great time, whatever you're doing, and bye-bye for now.